Here's RT International. Investigators are looking into the cause of Saturday's deadly plane crash in the city of Rostov-on-Don in Russia's southwest. All 55 passengers and 7 crew members were killed. It's been revealed that during the Fly Dubai 737's second landing attempt, it disappeared from radar at 900 meters high before nosediving and exploding on the ground. As I show you exclusive pictures filmed by RT at the crash site. The debris, although hard to see from above, spanned a broad 15 hectares. Emergency crews worked at the scene for hours in the aftermath of the disaster. But now the debris has been cleared away. The airport is now operating as normal. These are the pictures now of the first plane landing at the runway since the accident. Now hundreds have gathered outside the airport in Rostov-on-Don to pay tribute to those who died in Saturday's plane crash. Locals brought flowers and toys to the improvised memorial outside the airport terminal. Our correspondent Paula Slier spoke to Fly Dubai captain Sasha Hamnev. He knew the pilots flying the ill-fated plane.
Many of the relatives of those who died in the crash are on their way to Russia. Those who are still here in Dubai are too traumatized and shocked to speak to us. I met the sister of one of the passengers at the Russian embassy. She could not stop crying as she waited for a passport to be issued for her newborn baby so that both of them could make the journey. Fly Dubai captain Sasha Hamnev knew the pilots, and because he believes he could just as easily have been in their position, he started a crowdfunding campaign to raise $150,000 for families of the crew.
I had shaken their hands in the crew room, as we always do, because we feel that there's something that binds us. But I didn't know him very well at all. In fact, most of the cabin crew I had only flown with maybe once. But that doesn't matter in the piloting world or even the crew world. We're not a big team. There's not many of us out there, and we do feel like a big family. And this is just one way that we could do something for each other.
Most of the crew were sole breadwinners, says Sasha, who would send money home each month to support their families. He's hoping the donations pledged online, which come from across the world, will help them.
The majority of passengers were holidaymakers, returning home from some fun in the sun. The following picture, the last selfie taken by a 25-year-old passenger on board. Another victim was this lady here, a dancer who had traveled to the Emirates for a long-awaited holiday. Meanwhile, this image here showing a young couple in their early 20s who also lost their lives in the crash. They were planning to get married this summer. RT's Roman Kozarev reports.
When Fly Dubai Flight 981 exploded in a fireball on the runway at Rostov-on-Don airport, it changed lives forever. And not just the 62 souls lost on board. It robbed parents of their children, brought an end to friendships lasting years, and delivered tragedy to this corner of Russia. Tatiana had been excitedly waiting to hear the holiday stories of her colleague, who had been enjoying a break in the Dubai sun. Now, unable to comprehend just what's happened, she keeps returning to the airport, hoping that just maybe there's been a terrible mistake and her friend is still alive.
Потеря, которая не восполняется. В общем-то, любого человека тяжело терять. Но когда это человек светлый, это сложно, гораздо сложнее. И до сих пор не верится.
Narine owns a beauty parlor in Rostov. Sunday was supposed to have been all about celebration, the anniversary of when she opened her shop. The date will now forever be tarnished with sadness. One of her cherished former colleagues, who'd moved to Dubai, was flying in for a surprise reunion. Narine is now left with her friend's grieving mother, who won't let go of her hand.
Это большая для нас потеря, утрата. Вчера, когда это все происходило, я не могла в это поверить.
Residents of Rostov continue bringing flowers and soft toys to a makeshift memorial for the passengers and crew of Flight 981. This tragedy has affected locals deeply, and it's even continued to claim victims after the crash.
Оставил эту жизнь человек, который работал в аэропорту. И я думаю, это его сопереживание просто тому, что случилось, потому что с ним случился инфаркт.
Roman Kozarev, RT, south of Russia.
And we are closely following the investigation. We will bring you all the updates the moment we get them. Though at your own leisure, you can always see more details right now on our website, of course, rt.com.